Hey everybody, this is Dust for Dusted On Game. Just a friendly reminder, if you like what you're seeing on the channel, please consider subscribing and give us a thumbs up on this video. Alright, so today we're continuing our 100 Treasure Chest Challenge that's been ongoing with Burn. Been playing mostly Boros, but recently picked up on a Rakdos list that we've been kind of tweaking a little bit here and there. Mainly in response to the dredge decks in the format, with Leyline of the Void, Rakdos Charm, and Anger of the Gods on the sideboard, kind of a hedge against that matchup. Well, a little bit more than a hedge, but doesn't really seem to affect the rest of the performance of the deck. Primary advantage of black over white is the fact that we have built-in a little bit better graveyard hate and a little bit better play around something like Worship, especially since we're not running any enchantment hate in the decks anymore. Cut Wear Tear from the Boros build, and so decided to give the Rakdos thing. First couple leagues have been fairly promising, 3-2 and a 4-1. Obviously there are some hedges you got to make with the Rakdos version. Move the Grim Lavamancers to the main deck, the extra 2 Skull Cracks to the sideboard, since you don't have Lightning Helix as an additional thing to target creatures. Beyond that, the list is fairly standard with a lot of the same cards, but with obviously the red mana base or red black mana base instead of the Lordy, back already? What's up, Space Marine? How you doing? Oh, no lander, can't keep it. Another no lander, can't keep it. Alright, gonna be one of those mornings, I see. Played with some humans this morning and it went absolutely terribly. I played against 3 graveyard decks with absolutely no graveyard hate in my sideboard other than 1 Grafdigger's Cage while I was watching a buddy of mine stream. So. Everyone cares and nobody dies. In love and nobody lies. Everyone cares and nobody dies. 'Cause everybody cares and swallows their pride. Everyone loves and nobody dies. Well, I suppose I'm up. I still gotta do Christmas shopping. Well, how's the job hunt going, man? Hopefully you find something soon. Sorry, man, that sucks. Barrels. Are you going to be able to survive till then? We might just die next turn because we don't have any interaction for this Barrel. Am I dead? Probably have to eat your cats. That's not a good sign. Meow 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 meow. 2 cards on the bottom. Alright. Probably just shoot our opponent's face here. Can we kill them here? Probably not. So we'll force a block so we can at least kill Barrel this turn. Well, even so, it sucks to use tax season for that purpose, so. indulge your pride. Everyone can follow your pride. So now they need idiot plus spells. Yep, doesn't surprise me that they have another B-rolls here. I'm doing alright. So they're just dead. We mulligan to 5 and still beat Storm. Alright. GG. GG. Guess they're hoping the old, we miss our combat step trick. Got a buddy asking me what my channel thing is here. And Dismember's okay, but not like fantastic. Rakdos Charms a maybe. These Skull Cracks out of our deck. Get these Lavamancers out of our deck. So Dismember, Skull Crack, this, that, and the other thing. Get the Sovereign's Bite out of here. Leyline, please. 8. We got us a Leyline. We got us a Leyline and an Eidolon. Hello, say hello to my little friend. Alright, there's a slate of hand, which means they're not going to be able to hold up Remand this turn, but they could potentially have Lightning Bolt for our Eidolon. So I could play around that this turn by just playing Goblin Guide and attacking and hold up Fatal Push. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. It's a little bit conservative, but given the current situation, I think we can afford to be conservative. Now, if they go off with a bunch of goblins next turn, we're going to hate our lives, but, you know, whatevs. Yep, looks like they're going off this turn. Yep, gotta go Barrals to the wall here. What's up, Nerdasium? How you doing? Guessing that is you there, Vince. Yeah, Daniel pops in here once in a while. Other than that, there aren't too many people that pop in on the YouTube channel. There might be others that watch, I don't know, but pieces of the puzzle. Ooh, they got a Past in Flames. I think they want to keep that one. Cards did they keep? They kept Serum Visions and pieces of the puzzle. So Those are the cards we know are in their hand for sure here. Not too many. A couple do here and there they've mentioned, but I guess I haven't done a good enough job of advertising it down there. And most of the other people are just like, I'm a better player than him, why would I pay attention to him anyway? It's all good. Hey Vince, how many people from ICG or the area watch you? I know Dan does. Who else pops? Who's Buckle Up Gaming? Is that Dan? Oh, Space Marine Nerdasium is a fellow streamer, and he plays at ICG on occasion. His Twitch channel is 4Tweezy, I believe. He plays a lot of modern stuff too, but he's more of a Mardu Pyromancer, Is It Phoenix, Mono Red Phoenix kind of player. Likes a little bit of occasional Aetherworks Marvel, a little bit of Mill. So he's a lot more entertaining than I am, but he's a pretty cool guy. So if you're ever bored in the morning and you don't see me on, you should check out Twitch for Tweezy. He streams like 6 to 6:30 to 9. Yeah, those are really the only ones. Like, our area kind of sucks for... Our area honestly kind of freaking sucks for supportive streaming, if we're being completely honest. There isn't a whole lot of cooperation in our area with growing the Magic community. If I'm being blunt. Yeah, we're on the draw, which kind of sucks, but this hand's pretty good. I mean, Tom does a pretty good job. Tom does a pretty good job of supporting people at the shop, but everything else is just kind of eh. Alright, so... We're up against your deck there, We're up against your deck, Tweezy! I guess you were watching to see the testing we didn't get to do this morning. Hopefully they don't have Fang on the play twice here. Yep, Mardu burn. No, it's not Mardu, it's actually just Rakdos. Just Rakdos, no white cards in the deck. How you doing this morning, Ross? Oh, it says Boros in the title? Crap. Let me fix that. Rakdos. I almost put Eactos. Ha 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 ha. What is Eactos? Does anybody know what Eactos burn is? I might be a fave, I'm not sure here. A lot of it depends on if they have Thing on too or not. I'm trying to bait a Bolt here if they have one. Because I really just want this, get this Thing down, or Eidolon down, and kind of jam them here. Because Rest in Peace oftentimes is too slow. Flame Slash. That's not nice. Yeah, it's often too slow for Dredge and Hollow One, especially if you're on the draw. It is often too slow. Well, if they hit a Phoenix here, yeah, they're going to get back... Ooh, 2 Arclights. That's disgusting. So we're taking a hit for 6 here. Maybe you won't buy more, what? A little bit different story for your deck. Your deck can deal with once their board goes extremely wide. My deck struggles with their board. I'm playing 3 Leylines, 2 Rakdos Charm, and then 2 Anger of the Gods. So we're probably going to get Crackling... Oh, we're just going to get back their Phoenix again here. Yeah, your deck can actually clear out their board if they get like an early hollow one or an early like big dumb board with dredge. Whereas Burn, Burn's a 1-for-1 deck other than Anger of the Gods, so it's really kind of hard to catch up. Plus, you're more worried about their reach with Conflag and whatchamacallit, and I'm more worried about just neutralizing their life gain more than anything. Like, holy blessed Mother of Mary, that's a lot of Arclight Phoenixes. Does your deck always perform like this, Vince, when you're playing it? Because I never get these kind of draws when I'm playing the deck. Bye, friend. So Phoenix is a little bit awkward. Like, Graveyard Hate isn't truly that great against them. Well, the problem is if they leave one back, they don't necessarily have lethal on board the next turn. Because then I'm at 7 instead of, whatever. Plus, there's a good chance I have a burn spell to get it out of the way anyway, so... And they were sitting at 7, so... Me downgrading 1 point of damage to get a creature through isn't really relevant. So... I know it changes the play pattern, but is it really worth it? Like, this is just a race, and I think for the most part we're favored in the race, unless they have Thing in the Ice. Bringing in these two over the Grims, probably. The Grims are a little bit slow in this matchup. And then... don't know if we really want anything else. Like, Anger's... Firecraft, maybe? Yeah, Firecraft might be a reasonable inclusion over, like, a couple copies of Lava Spike or Bump in the Night. No, just get these Skullcracks out of here. Yeah, they could have, but if they're leaving something back to block, their plan is to block, so they may as well attack anyway. Like, we have to have 2 burn spells to kill them, regardless. Lavamancer, what does it kill? Like, it doesn't kill Drake, it doesn't kill Thing in the Ice unless you're, like, 2-for-1ing yourself with another burn spell. And killing Arclight Phoenix really doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, Phoenix is kind of whatever. They're getting it back half the time anyway. Sand looks pretty solid. Swift Spear is definitely a way they can race. Swift Spear is definitely a way they can race. Flame Slash! Manamorphose and the Flame Slash. Thought Scour. So if they hit a Phoenix here, they're going to get to go really nuts. Oh, this is going to be a sick turn for them. So they get to hit us for 7 here. Yeah, whenever I play the deck, it never, ever, ever goes like this. My opponents had some pretty sick draws for their deck. We're going to 9 here. We're probably just dead. Yeah, whenever I play it, almost never has these draws. Maybe I'm not aggressive enough with the deck, like mulliganing and stuff. Why did you leave in Gut Shot against Burn? That feels terrible. Eidolon is super awkward here. Pretty sure we're just dead, but let's play it out. Yeah, I suppose they could be, but still seems pretty loose. Phyrexian mana spells. I'm probably dead here, friend. I mean, if you have a bolt... It took them that long to figure out they had lethal? Come on, man. Come on. Wow. Ross, you're almost getting the Space Marine level jokes up in here today. Reevaluate. Do we want Anger of the Gods against that kind of busted nut draw? Still don't think we change any of these. Like, Lavamancer's more tempting on the play, but they have a lot of bolts. They left in Gut Shots. Feels pretty bad. Leyline... it would have prevented some of that nonsense last game, but I don't know if we're winning that style of game, especially if we draw it, like, not in our opening hand. I don't know. If I'd bring in anything, it would be like an Anger of the Gods or two, but on the play, I don't think we want to play that game. Might have been better to hedge and bring that in on the draw. This hand's good if we hit a second land. Yeah, little late on the draw there, Vince. Story of Burns' life. Draw a second land or die. I feel like one of these is getting bolted. Okay, there's a Swift Spear. Here comes Lightning Bolt. Here comes Lightning Bolt. That's a shocker. They have a thing. Or just as a charm. Yep. Swift Spear into cantrip. Yep. Arclight's a little scary. Land, please. I said land, not, you know. Just going to slow down their damage a little bit. Yep, it's probably going to let them get back Phoenix's turn. Two arc lights, it's gonna be rough. And we can't even kill them next turn. Oh, don't draw land, sometimes you die. Just doing some quick math on stuff here. Alright, let's get back into it. 2 matches in a half hour, not bad, not bad. How's everyone doing this morning? Thanks for tuning in. My name is Dusk, or John in real life. Duskblader, short screen name here on Magic Online and World of Warcraft. Playing a lot of Burn here lately. Also play some Miracles, some Grixis Shadow. Played a little bit of Scred recently. Play some Arena, doing some grinding on there. Play some World of Warcraft on occasion, although that's definitely not very popular on this channel. So, beyond that, it's been an interesting run. Played Humans this morning, off camera while I was waiting on my buddy in his stream. He's currently in chat this morning. The Nerdasium, he is for Tweezy over on Twitch if you want to check him out. He plays a lot of the Phoenix decks. He plays a lot of Mardu Pyromancer, a little bit of Sultai midrange on Arena, so feel free to check him out. He usually streams in the morning from 6:30 till 9-ish Eastern Standard Time here during the summer, Monday through Friday. So check him out. See what we're up against here. Yeah, Sand's perfectly reasonable. Yes, I'm definitely keeping this hand. Bird of Paradise. Interesting. Everyone needs, nobody dies. Everyone cares and follows the pride. Everyone loves and nobody dies. Don't know why that song stuck in my head today. Ooh, version of Death Shadow. Yes, I'm running Bump in the Night. And we are going to get Death Shadowed this game, so probably going to get Inquisitioned here. Maybe ye old Thought Sizzle. Opponent's going to Yep, Inquisition. So Jund Death Shadow is a little bit rougher of a matchup than GDS. And we ironically just lost to GDS the other night. So, probably taking one of our 1-drops or Eidolon here, depending on how their hand flushes out. Okay, they take Eidolon. It's going to grow their Tarmogoyfs pretty nicely. I don't know that it's a bad match. It's a close match. They still have to do a lot of damage to themselves, so we can usually punk them out in at least one game, and it's a matter of getting lucky in one of the other ones. Like, the nature of Death Shadow, especially if they're 4-color, their mana base is supremely stretched. So it's closer than the GDS matchup, but I don't know that's unfavorable. It's probably better than, like, normal black-green rock, or probably better than normal black-green rock for us. I'm not good against these decks. Thanks, Space Marine. See if they have another Inquisition or something here. Oh, Thoughtseize. Would you like one of my lightning bolts, or probably my Swift Spear? I'm guessing my Swift Spear. Yep, that doesn't surprise me. I don't even play against... Oh, are you talking about the rock-based decks? Or are you talking about the shadow decks? Because I lose to the rock-based decks a lot when I'm playing Burn. I have a Tarfire. I'm going to say, if you're talking about rock-based decks, yeah, I lose to those quite a bit. But if you're talking about just Death Shadow, it's pretty close. Pretty close. So one of our opponent's cards in hand is Street Wraith. So our opponent's probably just dead here. See if they Street Wraith themselves in response. Yep, just concede. Alrighty then. So we want our Fatal Pushes. We probably want Dismember in this matchup. Firecraft's kind of necessary because they're most likely 4 colors, so they probably have Stubborn Denial. And beyond that, probably get these Lavamancers out of here. Probably want to get these Skullcracks into our deck against Collective Brutality, although it's kind of hard on the draw. And then Sovereign's Bite or Lava Spike. While this is a racing matchup, they do tend to deal damage in a lot of big chunks, so... And they tend to be a lot more conservative in the post-board games with their life total. Yeah, sounds fine. One more land than I ideally like, but hand's reasonable. We have an answer to a creature, and we can't like depend on any one card being in our hand, because obviously they play a lot of discard spells. They run 6 to 8 depending on the configuration. Some versions of Jund Death Shadow run 4 Inquisition, 4 Thoughtseize. So they're going to get full information here. Probably target us. Yep, so they're going to get to Inquisition us and know every card. Okay. No Inquisition. Might be a Fatal Push then. So there are two lines of play I can take. I can just suspend Rift Bolt and pass. That way if they have Collective Brutality, they're not going to get full value off of it. Or I can play Goblin Guide and hope to get in a shot here without a Fatal Push or a Brutality. I think I'm supposed to play Goblin Guide here, but there is some consideration to playing around a fully escalated Collective Brutality. To be fair, Space Marine, the biggest addition to any Azorius deck is going to be Hallowed Fountain, regardless of the mechanics. Yeah, is our thing actually going to connect here? Alright, so they have a Tarmogoyf. Hopefully they just play a Tarmogoyf here and we get to kill it. I would say kill it with fire, but I really don't know what a Dismember actually is. Guess it's just like disembowelments. Now the opponent has to decide how much life are they willing to pay here. Oh, looks like we're getting Brutality. Yep, looks like a Brutality. Kind of hoping they just go for the Naked Goyf. Oh, Tarfire. Okay. Weird. We are drawing way too many lands. Have both of our draw steps been... Both of our draw steps have been lands, haven't they? Six, 7 Tarmogoyf. Alright, so our Dismember is not going to be killing that. Sorry, I don't even honestly even know what their mechanic is yet. I don't really pay attention to spoilers until we're a little bit closer to it mattering. Oh boy. Presuming this isn't going to buy us any time to speak of. Guess technically we might be able to kill a Tarmogoyf here. But it puts us dead to a Bolt. My heart is beating very fast. This is a tight situation. Ja. Uh-oh, they're casting the spell. Okay. My Eidolon is dead. So I'm still dead? Question mark. I take 2 to prevent 5. Go to 8, and then take then I take 9. So yeah, I'm dead. See if they attack with both. I mean, I'm presuming they're going to turn both their Tarmogoyfs sideways. So, like, go to 8, prevent 5, take 7, 8, 9. So, putting the Eidolon in the graveyard was actually lethal. That's why this particular version of the deck's a lot closer than the Grixis Shadows, because Tarmogoyfs just get to be so obnoxiously large. And since this version isn't running Path, we really only have 2 hard removal spells. They may not be playing the Blue Splash at all. We have not seen it out of them. They may just be straight up Jund. Or just decided they don't want the extra damage from the blue spells out of their deck. Yeah, sounds pretty reasonable. Who are they targeting here? Okay, so they're targeting themselves. They probably have a Street Wraith in hand then. Yep. Probably just grabbing the swamp here. Okay, so we're probably losing our Eidolon here. Eidolon or Fatal Push, one of the two. Alright, so Fatal Push. Opponent's playing those out to avoid getting Eidoloned. There's 2 lines of play we could. What's up, War Dog? It's going alright. We're 1-1 in game 3 against Jund, possibly 4-color DS. Hopefully we don't get whatchamacallit here. Collective Brutality would be pretty rough. Targeting themselves, sure. War Dog, you must be pretty amazing, man, if you can even get Space Marine to scream your name. So, no game actions here. Interesting. No, actually, we're playing against Death Shadow. It's not Rock. See if our opponent gets a blue source here. Feel they have feels like they have Stubborn Denial and Death Shadow here. Interesting. Going to 2. Trying to set up as many 1-mana plays that would be lethal as possible. Put them to 1 here. Fetch land and pass. Not attacking with that. Alright. So we get 1 turn to draw out. Nope, they can't battle rage. So we have 1 draw step here. Yeah, Swift Spear does it too. Whoo! That was a real heart stopper right there. That was a real hot stopper. It was. That's sweet, War Dog. Hopefully you're doing good. Alright guys, I'll be back in 1 short minute. Gotta go switch out some laundry. But feel free to talk among yourselves. Vince, get to know War Dog and Space Marine. They're quite interesting characters. I'm sure you'll like them. Space Marine plays at ICG on Tuesday nights. So I haven't met him in person yet, but he's a pretty cool dude. A little bit rough around the edges, but pretty cool dude. War Dog's one of the supporters of the channel. Pretty nice guy. So everybody else hanging out, thanks for hanging out. I'll be back in like 1 minute, guys. You guys are comedians, yeah. I don't think we really need tactics, but alright. Besides, Space Marine's already mastered the make my opponent fall asleep and then eventually kill them with a Planeswalker. So he's great at the sleeper hold. Alright, we're on the play. That's a good place to be in Modern. This hand's pretty good. Pretty good. Cubs, Marine, and War Dog. Maybe Marine. War Dog's cool. He'll only be here for a bit anyway, because he's probably on lunch. A slightly used tank. Ethan, power armor. Hey, a Celestial Colonnade matchup. This should be fun. Depends on if they're Jeskai or... Nope, looks like they're blue-white. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't play Celestial Colonnade decks in Modern. Exhibit number 1. Burn having a curve-out draw and just killing you. Guess maybe I should play around Terminus here. 2 and 1. Guess I should have played around Terminus there. Timely reinforcements would be a bit annoying here. To be fair, a lot of times they should just concede the match and move on with their lives. Depends on how much sideboard hate they have, obviously. In this version, just on a 15-minute break. Oh, that's cool. Cool. This version is actually a lot worse against blue-white control, because we're playing a lot more at main phase stuff because of Bump in the Night and Sovereign's Bite. So this version is actually worse against blue-white control. I think we leave the Lavamancers in. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. Not quite as good as last game, but this hand's still pretty good. Yeah, last game he was really dead. I don't even know what they were looking to hit for off that opt. What they really should have done is opted during my turn and try to hit a Terminus. I mean, they're still dead to like any burn spell there, but I still think they should have opted on my turn trying to hit a Terminus if they're on Miracles, which most straight blue-white versions at this point are on. So definitely keeping this hand. So our goal is to get our opponent to 4 life, because Exquisitive Firecraft will likely finish the game off, unless they have Vendilion Click to take it away. To be fair, Space Marine, your deck has among the most hate cards for burn in the sideboard, And I still don't think you have a good burn matchup. Just because of the game 1 being so bad for you. Like, all I have to do is steal 1 of 2 games from you on the draw, and the match, obviously you lose the match. I mean, we could just get pathed here, which would suck, but, you know. If that's what they've got, that's what they've got. We can't play around it anyway. Yep, give them a land. No path? Alright, so Goblin God's getting in for... Your burn match is probably alright. Maybe you will. I don't know. That's if I even play burn whenever I play against you. I might just play Jeskai. Which you'd be heavily favored against anyway, so... So here we don't want to play anything. We just want to attack with Goblin God and pass. Hold up Skullcrack for timely reinforcements. Sure, trying to opt into a Terminus here. The Crackers version of Blue-White. Hit a land. I don't know how easy your X is, so I'm sure that insult's useful somewhere. Ancestral Visions. Interesting. So we probably just want to play Lightning Bolt here, since they're trying to represent something. Target me, Bloodstained Mire. Okay. Do we have lethal here? Put them to 8. 7 plus... Yeah, we just have lethal. Good games, well played, my opponent. Good games, well played. Not even gonna bother with a combat step here. Let's just put the poor control player out of their misery. You told them? It's nice to know my chat's not the only one you're such an entertaining personality in. Vince, you still in chat, man? The little one might have had to force him to get off here. So, 3-1. Hopefully going for the 4-1 here. Oh, he hasn't streamed, so he left the comment. Gotcha. I'll have to check out that channel. What does he mainly play? I'm guessing black-green with a name like Grimflare. Gotcha. So, Wardog, what deck have you been playing more lately? Have you been playing more Rock or more Burn? Well, I'm presuming if you're watching him, Space Marine, he's got to be a pretty decent dude. You tend to be pretty selective in who you watch, it seems. Like, I give you a lot of shit around here, but you're a pretty cool dude. You spread around your brand of crazy. Well, I'm part of what brought all this brand of crazy together, so I feel some small satisfaction in knowing I've unleashed some chaos upon the internets. Alright, hopefully this will be... we're on the draw, which kind of sucks. This hand is close. Thanks, Space Marine. I think we keep this hand, but it's certainly a hand that could go sideways. Another blue-red deck, you say? Could be Storm, could be Arclight. This is our best way to target Arclight this game. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of SCG's events mostly being team events. The first, even most of the ones that are close by are team events, and it kind of sucks. So. Oh? I guess we're up against the blue control deck? Because this is probably a Logic Knot? Yep. Sure. So overall this matchup is better than some of the other ones I named off, but it's worse in terms of these two Searing Blazes are pretty bad cards. And once again, our sorcery speed stuff is a lot worse in these Drago games. Actually, I probably shouldn't even have played that Blood Crypt out here. Oh, they're Jeskai. That makes a little more sense now. But Jeskai is going to be a rough matchup, because we don't have a ton of tools. Alright, Eidolon's a decent draw, but they probably have Cryptic Command here. Wow, that actually resolved. I'm kind of surprised. Okay. So they are traditional Jeskai. Teferi? Yes, looks like a Teferi. Teferi tuck the Eidolon. It's not that I don't enjoy team events, it's just I've never gone about trying to build a consistent team. And it can be hard to coordinate with people sometimes too, so. probably won't resolve, or they have a Lightning Helix in response, and this is kind of a wash. Nope. Negate. Sure. Well, the other problem is also, like, money for team events. Kind of expensive. Missed a chance to bolt them there. Alright, Wardog, have a good one, man. Now we just have a couple turns of playing draw go here, but we gotta obviously make a quick move before they go too stupid. Let's go ahead and end step some burn spells here. The man with all the counter spells. One land short of flashing back that. So we're probably dead here, but we don't even have the out, obviously, of drawing Boros Charm here. Be surprised if our opponent strip mines us here. Some consideration that we could win that game, but it seemed very unlikely. Alright, so definitely want the Firecrafts, definitely want the Skullcracks, get these Lavamancers out of our deck. Sovereign's Bite's not great in this matchup. Neither is Searing Blood. So it may take a couple of these out of the deck. Fatal Push. Dismember if they have Lyra, but that's kind of a losing battle anyway. Charm could be good against specifically Secure the Wastes. I think that might be a little too narrow. Don't want Leyline. Leyline's too... You don't bring in Graveyard Hate against control decks. It's okay against specifically Snapcaster Mage and I don't know if I like our opponent's sequencing here. I think if you have Helix, you should do it during your turn, whenever don't think I run the other Eidolon out into a counterspell right now. Just hold up Skullcrack in case they have Timely or Lightning Helix. This feels like a Timely Reinforcements turn. You have a Spell Snare? Do I play around Supreme Verdict, or do I just jam? I think I just jam here. Anything but 4-mana spells are pretty terrible for them here. We're gonna... Nope, no Verdict. Alright. Interesting. Move to combat. Okay, so you're dead. Settle the Wreckage, huh? Oh, okay. It's a reasonable card. Probably should have played, yeah, I agree. Baneslayer. No? If we don't draw another burn spell, this game isn't over. And now we're just dead. So, they win. Alright. Alright, so finished up 3-2 in that league. So thoughts on the deck. It's bad in the sense of, okay, there's two lines of thought with the second Eidolon. So they were at 4 life when we played the second Eidolon. The second Eidolon locks out anything that is not 4 mana plays. So that means they can only play Secure the Wastes, Cryptic Command, Settle the Wreckage, Jace, Teferi, Baneslayer, Angel, Lyra. So, Space Marine, wow. You don't main phase Angels because you're trying to blank your opponent's removal spells in game 1. Anyways, so the line of play is you play Eidolon and it locks them out of playing anything less than 4 mana. So, which is 3/4 of their deck outside of lands. So, you know, that's the line of play. It's the only card we had, and slow rolling an Eidolon isn't going to help us. Because if we don't draw, the mistake I made is I should have main phased the Rift Bolt. That was a mistake on my part. But then playing Baneslayer there was just like, well, game's over. So you could definitely argue not to play the second Eidolon, but that was about the only debatable point, and I was mainly worried about Supreme Verdict more than anything else. But search, or whatchamacallit, the X spell into Lyra. Good plays by our opponent. Beyond that, so the weaknesses of this deck compared to Boros is you can't play instant speed quite as much, which hurts you in the control matchups. Also hurts you in basically in the control matchups. Can't play a Drago quite as well. And then beyond that, I mean, sure, Sovereign's Bite's definitely weaker than Lightning Helix, and Bump in the Night is weaker than Boros Charm. It depends on like how heavy graveyard decks are in your meta. I got tired of losing to Dredge. That's why part of the reason I went to this. And the deck has still performed reasonably well. 3-2, 3-2, 4-1. So, you know. And these two cards kind of substitute where Path to Exile is. So it's basically, do you want to play instant speed and have slightly worse graveyard hate, or do you want to play cards that get around worship and slightly better graveyard hate? Is basically what comes down to the two versions of the deck. So, still not 100% sold on Rakdos. Game 2, none, because they died really, really quickly. I mean, game 1, probably a couple. I'm not saying Graveyard Hate's bad against them. I'm just saying it's really, really bad. I don't think too many. I think it was game 1 he flashed back a bunch of spells. We can take a look. Game 2, none, I don't think. He didn't play a Snapcaster Mage. I was gonna say, I don't think he played any spells game 2 out of the graveyard. It was all about surviving until he hit his Yeah, I kind of figured. But deck was certainly reasonable. We're up to 57 treasure chests there. So, I mean, Burn's been performing solid the last several leagues, which is just good, because I obviously like to play Burn. But deck certainly has some... The Rakdos version certainly has some weaknesses the Boros one doesn't, and vice versa. So, I mean, playing Leyline in the Void over Rest in Peace... It's decent, yeah. It's decent. Yeah. Beyond that, don't really have a lot else to say. I mean, so... unless you're playing humans, because then you run into all the graveyard hate decks lately. Or graveyard decks. The thing I might have mentioned, I played humans this morning, I ran into 3 graveyard decks. I ran into 2 hollow ones and a dredge deck. And I beat the two non-graveyard decks in Mill and Hardened Scales. So, yeah. Anywho, that's going to be it for the stream today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Got through a league with Burn. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Space Marine, God bless, man. I hope you find a job soon. Christmas time rolling around, so I hope everyone has a great time with their family. And beyond that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and hope to see you all later. This has been Dusk for Dusted On Gaming.